How are you, everybody who is watching this video? My name is Sir Olenjolai, Moko Tayai Osingo. Simply just call me Sir Olenjolai. I'm from beautiful country called Tanzania, east of the African continent. I'm very happy to have you today. I would like to welcome you into one of our online school, which is called Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. Simultaneously, because I'm teaching mathematics, so we have simultaneous equation, I would like to apply it. I would like to welcome you into one of our YouTube channel that's called Tanzania Online A-Level Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. Well, so the next question in your mind after you've been welcomed to somewhere, you have also a number of the questions, but one of the questions is you want to know the vision of Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM. That's a very good question because the Bible says that in the book of Proverbs 29 verse 18, the most wise king, he said that if there is no vision, people perish. So even in our online schools, that if we don't have any visions, we are going to perish, and we are not ready to perish. And even yourself, that I believe that you are not ready to perish. Well, in Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School, in square bracket OLENJOLAIM, we have an assignment which we have been given by God Himself, and we are really trying our level best. We are trying our level best to humble on achievements of that assignment. And the assignment that we have is actual that we have to make sure that, or we have an assignment to teach, to train, to incubate, to mentor, to lead, and even to encourage some group of students who will be ready to understand and extract knowledge from the classroom instructions in advanced mathematics and advanced science. When I say advanced science, I mean advanced physics, advanced chemistry, and later on advanced biology, advanced agriculture. Those are the advanced science subjects. So just to extract that knowledge and combine with the knowledge of the Word of God from the Holy Bible, which we are teaching you also in another department that's called the Kingdoms of Heaven, and we have also some other departments there actually that which are gathering their knowledge and extracting the knowledge of the Word of God from the Holy Bible, and combining these two different knowledge, the classroom instructions, whether it is formal or informal, combine it with knowledge from the Word of God, and then to solve a real life problem in your community, in your family, in your place. It means in your home place, in your parent place, in your village, in your district, in your ward, in your regions, in your country. So that's our main objective. We would like to see our continuing and even graduating students of Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School in square bracket OLENJOLAIM, they are really solving real life problems. So that will be our main objective. Well, so that's the point that we'll be having a focus on that. So what are we telling you? We know that it might be sounding like impossible. Yeah, it is true. It's not impossible, it is possible, but it might take several months because it depends on the speed of understanding of the students. Because when we are teaching students, we know we have slow learner students, and intermediate learner students, and even faster learner students. So it might be taking several months or several years to achieve what am I telling you, and that you have to be serious on that, because extracting knowledge is a little bit it's an extra way compared to getting education. Because getting educations, yes, well, it will help you to pass exams, the classroom exams and tests and whatever, but it won't help you in your life. Okay. So that the point that I would like just to make for you. We have so many specific objectives. Again, Sir Olenjolai does not know everything about advanced mathematics. I just know a small portion of it, and I'm ready to share what I know concerning about it. I'm ready to teach other students about what I know concerning about advanced subjects. So we have so many departments, but one of the departments is called Departments of Advanced Mathematics. We have departments of advanced mathematics, and the subject of the day is advanced mathematics. And we are teaching 4 subjects in these departments of advanced mathematics. One subject is called advanced mathematics for the Form 5. That's what we are teaching because this contest is for the Form 5. And then we have that departments. This is advanced mathematics. Advanced mathematics, and then subject it is advanced mathematics. And then today I want to teach you about, this is session 3, and I'll have to teach you about distance formula, distance formula, just to remind you, and the angle, angle between 2 lines. From 5 distance formula and angle between 2 lines. Okay. So if that's the case, that I would like also to remind you that in Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School in School Bracket OLENJOLAIM, we have also a library where that we are distributing or we are selling online, and even that we can ship to you this textbook. This is called Pure Mathematics 1. We have Pure Mathematics 1, Pure Mathematics 2. You can order, just read the description below so you can get the contacts. This is weapons number 1. It's very important. We recommend to all our students to have Pure Mathematics 1 and Pure Mathematics 2. Again, we have another weapons, is questions and answers book, and this is called Advanced Mathematics 1 Review, Problems and Solutions of 2003 through 2018. You can also order this book, which is cheap, and we are shipping any regions of 31 regions of Tanzania. Again, we have the second weapon, the third weapons, which is Advanced Mathematics 2 Review, Problems and Solutions from 2003 through 2018. This is a certificate secondary education examination. Okay. So again, we have a weapon number 5. Weapon number 5. Okay. Weapon number 5. The weapons number 5 is the original scientific calculator. We have also in our library of Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School. So you can order them, or you can order this scientific calculator at any time and anywhere, and you can have it. Okay. So let me do the quick review. Quick review of session 2. Session 2. So the quick review of session 2, basically that we learned, we have a concept of slope, which is m is equal to change in y over change in x. And then again, we say that we have slope for the parallel line. Slope 1 is equal to slope 2. This is for the parallel lines. Okay? And then we have slopes for the perpendicular lines, slope 1, then slope 2. This is equal to -1. So these are for perpendicular lines. So these are the slope for perpendicular lines. Okay, slope for the perpendicular lines. So slope 1 times slope 2, then you get that is equal to -1. So that's the point. And then we left the homework for you, which was homework 2. Okay. homework 2, and tell me, did you do it? You should do it, and then you send your solution in the comment section of the previous video. Okay, so how did you find? Was it a simple question to you? Tell me in the comment section. In case you find any challenge, let me know in the comment section, because the question was asking you, given a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and the a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, show that two lines are perpendicular. Are perpendicular in a1 times a2 plus b1 b2 is equal to 0. So let us do correction, because this is the beginning of the section, beginnings of the topic. Okay, correction of homework 2. So I don't want to waste much time to write the question while you have it. You can refer to the previous video. Let me read. Given a1, but because it is short and it's very important to refer when we be solving, the question say that given a1 x plus b1 y plus c1 is equal to 0, and the a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Show that the two lines are perpendicular. Perpendicular if a1 times a2 plus b1 times b2 is equal to 0. So, as we say, that correction for homework 2, which was example 2 also, and it has been written as concept. So, given a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0, show that the two lines are perpendicular if these two lines are perpendicular. So, solution. So we have being given a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. This is question 1. And then we have been given a2x plus b2y plus b2 is equal to 0. This is question 2. Show that the two lines are perpendicular if that the case. Good. So, if this is the case, we say that this is the first state. Say that make y the subject of equation 1 and 2. So we have a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. Then b1y plus c1 is equal to negative a1x. Then we say that, okay, x. So this is b1y plus c1 minus c1, negative a1x, and then c1. So then b1y, this is equal to negative a1x minus c1 divided by b1 divided by b1. So here y is equal to what? Negative a1 b1 then we say that we have negative C1 over B1. So this is now equation 3. We go for equation 2. On the left hand side we have B2y. This is equal to negative A2x minus C2 divided by B2 divided by B2 divided by B2. So this and this will cancel. Y is equal to negative A2 over B2x, and then it's negative C2 over B2. So this is equation 4. So we go for the second step. The second step, we say that compare y is equal to mx plus c with equation 1 and equation 2. Equation 1 and equation 2. So if you compare, we find that slope 1 is equal to negative A1 over B1. And then slope 2 is equal to negative A2 over B2. Then we go for the third step. The third step, we say that show that the two lines are perpendicular. So to show, so it has to say that we have to call gradient of perpendicular lines. So gradients of perpendicular lines, gradients of the first line times gradients of the second line, this is equal to negative 1. So gradients of the first line is what? Negative A1 over B1. Then gradients of the second line is negative A2 over B2. This is equal to negative 1. Negative is negative, it is what? Positive. So A1, A2 over B1, B2, this is negative 1. So then we say that we have to multiply by B1, B2 to formulate the given equation. And on this side, we have to multiply with B1, B2. So this term and this term cancel, means A1, A2, this is equal to negative B1 times B2. So if you bring on this side, A1 times A2 plus B1 times B2 is equal to 0. So hence shown. So according to the condition that if these two lines are perpendicular, then they have to pay this equation. They have to end up with that equation. Right? Good. So then now, let me introduce to you the concepts of distance formula, which after that we introduced to you during your ordinary education, but we have to remind you because we need that concept later on. So we have a concept we call the distance formula. Distance formula. Just to derive it, it's not difficult. You have to say that consider figure 3 and 1 below. Okay, so you can have our XY plane like this. That's Y axis, this is X axis. So Y axis and this is X axis. Okay, this is 0, 0. And suppose that we have a certain straight line here. A certain straight line there. Have a certain straight line. y is equal to mx plus c. Okay. So suppose that we have 2 points. This is one of the points. And here we have another point. So here it is a x1, y1. This is b x2, y2. So here we are going to have change in y, and here we have change in x. So we say for this case, so you want to know the distance. So you have to be careful. You want to know the distance. A, suppose that this is point C. So suppose this is the first step. Okay, so and this is figure 3.1. So let us go to the second step. Second step, we say that consider right angle triangle A, C, B. So if we consider, we say that by using Pythagoras theorem, we're using Pythagoras theorem here, because this is the right angle triangle, which is state like AC square plus BC square. This is equal to what? AB square. Okay? So to make AB the subject, because this is the distance, suppose that you want to find the distance between point A and point B. Okay? So simply say that B square is equal to AC square plus BC square. Then we say D square, this is equal to AC. AC, the distance AC, this is what? Here it is X2. How about Y2? Y1. Okay? X2, Y1. So to find the point AC, we take X2 minus X1. So this is X2 minus X1. Actual should be plus what? Y1 minus Y1, which is equal to 0. So this one, it has been squared here, plus BC. BC, we take X2 over X2, which is 0. Y2 minus Y1, which is not equal to 0. So Y2 minus Y1 squared. So we are looking for the distance between point AB, DAB. This will be equal to the square root of what? X2 minus X1 squared plus Y2 minus Y1 squared. So this is the distance formula between any 2 points. Okay? Distance formula, we call it the length formula in some of the cases. So that the distance formula, it's rarely if you'll be given 3 points. This is advanced mathematics for the Form 5. I believe that you are enjoying the beauty of advanced mathematics, and you have told me in the comment section how do you enjoy these contents for the rest of your life. So then we are going for example 3. Okay, example 3. Example 3, which it's one of the questions I took it from the truncate as part A and part B. I'll solve part A, and then part B it will be your quiz. Prove that. So the question said that prove that the triangle ABC is isosceles. Isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle, given that A 1,3, then B 7,1, then C 5,7, then B prove that triangle A BC is a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle, given that point A is 3,5, point B is -1, -1, and C this is 4,4. So this is quiz, and this will be quiz what? Quiz 3, because session 3. Okay, well, so a serious student, let us go through example 3. Prove that triangle ABC is a isosceles triangle, right? Given that the point A is 1,3, B 7,1, and C 5,7, right? You can pause the video and try it yourself. It's not a difficult, because isosceles triangle, you know it. It's a triangle which have two equal sides. B, prove that the triangle ABC, another triangle ABC, is a right angle triangle. Right angle triangle is just like this one. However, at least the sketch here, you have to make sure right angle triangle always is looking like this. If you draw it correctly, this is the right angle triangle. So you see its properties. Right angle triangle. So you know the unique property of right angle triangle. Given that A, B, C, A and B, C. So this is quiz 3. So the process, the steps I'm going to follow, and the technique I'm going to use in order to solve example 3 part A will be the same technique you have to use on your own to solve part B. The same technique. So you have to understand, you have to listen careful the technique I'm going to use to solve the question, the example 3 part A. And then you take that essential information and apply on solving example 3 part B. Hopefully, you are going to do great things. You can sketch, but also you can just use the distance formula. Solution. Okay? The first step. Sketch isosceles. 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 Is it isosceles? Isosceles. Isosceles triangle. So isosceles triangle, it can be a triangle like this. It can have different shapes, but one of the shape is like this. So here we have some angles, A, B, C. So you find that side A, B is equal to side D, A, C. But they are not equal with side OT, CB. So two sides should be equal. So then how can you identify or how can you prove? We just need the distance formula. So this is figure what? This is figure 3. So the second step, we say that use distance formula. Use distance formula to prove the isosceles triangle. Prove the isosceles triangle. Okay. So we have said, as we say, that this triangle ABC. So we can find now side AB and C. So side AB, to use the distance formula, this is from distance is equal to x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So then we say distance, this is equal to we say distance which is AB. So AB, this is 7 minus 1. 7 minus 1 and 1 minus 3. So distance AB, this is equal to what? Square root. 7 minus 1 is 6, so it is 36. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. If you square it is what? Is 4. So the answer, distance AB is equal to square root of 40. Then you have a distance AC. If you find two sides are equal, then that's us. We've already proved that it's a isosceles triangle. So AC. So XC, 5 minus 1. You just choose 5 minus 1, whatever of your choice. You have the same response. Then 7 minus 3. Here, 5 minus 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 16. 7 minus 3 is 4. 4 times 2 it is 16. So 16. 7 minus 3, 4. 5 minus 1, 4. So is equal to 32. So then we have distance BC. Distance BC, BC. It is 5 minus 7 BC. Then 7 minus 1 square. So distance BC, this is equal to 7 minus 5. Now 5 minus 7 is negative 2 times 2, it is 4. 7 minus 1 is 66 squared is 60. So the answer is square root of 40. Wow, square root of 40. So it means that you can find right now that the distance AC is equal to the distance BC, which is equal to what is square root of what? Of 40. So hence, proved that triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. So it's your time now to try for part B. I believe that you can try. And then tell me in the comment section about your achievement. All right? Okay, so advanced mathematics is beautiful. Okay, so if that's the case, so solve example 3B as quiz. So you can find is a right angle triangle or not a right angle triangle. So that's how we use a distance formula. However, that we need this concept even to the last subtopic, which is cycle. We are going to use this concept of the distance. So it's better for you to understand and remember that we have different cases in advanced mathematics where we have to recall the distance formula. So bear it in your mind. Don't claim, just understand it and then keep in your mind. So then, right now, allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to teach you another concept for this lecture, which is titled as angle between. So this is the abbreviations of between two lines. This is very important concept also, that for you as a mathematician, you have to understand if two lines intersect, then we have an angle between them. Whether it can be acute angle or it can be obtuse angle, right? So you as the mathematicians, you have to think how can you find the angle whereby two lines intersecting. We have these phenomena in real life. For example, we have two roads that intersecting at the junction. So at the two-way, so that's we call the two-way junction, right? So that's what the angle there. So because it's better for you to know the angle, and then so you'll know whether the car can bend in that particular angle or it can't bend. So you have to do some other maneuvers as a driver. So we have different situations, we have different cases. For example, the trajectories of the airplanes can also intersect. However, that it's rare, but sometimes you find that one trajectory is crossing the other trajectory. But at what angle? So you as a pilot, you have to know that you have to cross this trajectory or other trajectory at a particular angle. So that's what we call angle between two lines. Because trajectories, we can sketch the trajectories as a lines. Mathematics is beautiful. So angle between two lines. Okay? So when two lines intersect, we say that when two lines are intersecting or meet, they form two angles. One is acute and the other one is obtuse, provided that the two lines are not perpendicular. So we say that when two lines which are not perpendicular meet, or the other language of mathematics intersecting at a particular point. Then the two lines form what? Form two angles. One angle is acute and the other angle is obtuse. So you have acute and obtuse angle. We have acute and obtuse angle. So we have XY plane. So this is x-axis, this is y-axis. So we have two lines, that's it. We have line 1 and line 2. This is line 2, this is line 1. This is the angle, and this is another angle alpha. So this is figure 3.3, and here we have theta. This we call the acute angle. Then we have alpha. This is obtuse angle. Acute angle and obtuse angle. Okay. And then we have to think how we can find these angles. Because this is obtuse angle and this is the acute. So here also this is the opposite of acute angle and this is the opposite of 40 of obtuse angle. Okay? So this is angle theta here. Again we say that, okay, fine. Again, another point that we say that here we have, let's say, theta, and here we have another angle theta 1. And here we are going to have 100 degree minus theta 1. (100 degree minus theta 1). Why? Because this is the total of this angle is 100. So 100. So this is theta 1. This is theta 1. No. We have theta 2 there. This is theta 2. Here we have another angle, which we call theta 2. This point of intersection, you can say it is A, then B, then C. Okay. This theta 1 is not equal to theta 2, it's not equal to theta. So remember that we are actual that this is 0, so we are rotating in anti-clockwise direction. So this is theta 2, theta 1, if you rotate anti-clockwise. And then this the angle between line 1 and the line 2. Again, that we say that with anti-clockwise, this L1 makes theta 1 with x-axis. And this L2 makes theta 1 with x-axis. And then this is theta, which is the angle of angle between L1 and L2. You have to understand. Let me repeat. Theta is the angle between the intersections of line 2 and the line 1. Again, line 1 itself, away from, if you forget that issue point of intersection, line 1 makes theta 2 with x-axis. Again, line 2 makes theta 1 with x-axis. So now we have formed it, right? We have formed a triangle which is ABC. And this is figure 3.3. And it's very important. It's very important because we know the sum of the angles of any triangle is 180. So it's a very interesting point. So we say that we go suppose that this has just been the first give the first step of our derivation. So consider figure 3.3 below. Okay? Figure 3.3 below. Then we go for the second step. So second step, we say that consider figure 3.3 below. Okay? Okay, especially the triangle ABC. So it's a triangle ABC. We have triangle like this right now. If we take it from there, this is the angle between two lines. Here we have an angle with theta 1. Here we have another angle which is 180 degrees minus theta 2. So this is point A, B, C. Right? So we go for the third step. Third step, we say that theta plus theta 1 plus 180 degrees minus theta 2. This is equal to what? To 0. 180. Okay? So if that the case, you say that this is theta plus theta 1 plus 180 minus theta 2. This is 180 degrees. So this one and this one will cancel. So then we have theta plus theta 1 and theta 2 is equal to 0. So what are we looking for? You're looking for theta. So theta is equal to theta 2 minus theta 1. So this is, let's say, equation 1. So our intention, we are looking for the angle. Angle between two lines, which is line 1 and line 2. So in order to find the angle of intersection between two lines, or the angle whereby two lines meet together, then we have to use the angle made by each line with x-axis. So from this equation you see that we can find this angle by using theta 2 and the theta 1, in case we know those angles. But in coordinate geometry 1, we won't be given angles made by the first line with x-axis and the second line with x-axis. But we're given equations, and hence we have to deal with them. And I will teach you how are you going to deal with them. So for this case, now we go for the first step. Okay? The first step, we say that apply tan to both sides of equation 1. Okay, both sides of equation 1. So if you apply it, then we have tangent of theta. This is equal to tangent of theta 1 minus theta 2. Isn't it? Theta 2 minus theta 1. Theta 2 minus theta 1. Okay, so if that's the case, because we know that the relationship between gradient or slope of the line, of the straight lines, and the tangent of the angle, okay, made between the line and the x-axis. So if this is the case, then we say that, okay, we have to recall the concept of trig when we have tangent of angle A minus B. We used to say that this is equal to tan A minus tan B over 1 plus tan A times tan B, right? So for that case, we say that now tan of theta 2 minus theta 1, let theta 2 is equal to B, or it's equal to A, and theta 1 is equal to B. So for that case, now we have tan of theta 2 minus tan of theta 1 over what? Over 1 plus what? Tan of theta 1 and tan of theta 2. Right? So that is tan of theta. This is equal to what? So this is equal to tan of theta 2. Okay, tan of theta 2 minus tan of theta 1 over 1 plus tan of theta 2 tan of theta 1. So this will be equation 2. Okay, so if that's the case, now we go for the fifth step. We have to refer session 1 and session 2 when we told that M, or slope, this is equal to slope, is equal to tangent of angle theta. So if that's the case, we say that this is M is equal to M2 minus M1 of what? Over 1 plus M1, M2. But what are we looking for? It's the angle, not the gradient. So on the left hand side remains tangent of theta, This is equal to M2 minus M1, gradient 1 minus gradient 2. No, gradient 2 minus gradient 1, excuse me, plus gradient 1 times gradient 2. So then we are looking for the angle theta. This is tangent or tan inverse of what? Slope 2 and a slope 1 over 1 plus slope 1, slope 2. So then this is the formula that will help us to find the angle of intersection between two lines. Right? That's the formula. But this is theta. So where theta is acute. So this is acute angle. Acute angle. For obtuse, it is alpha. And you know that the relationship between acute and obtuse angle. An acute angle is angle less than 90. Obtuse angle is angle greater than 90 but less than 180. So you know that the sum of the obtuse and the acute angle is equal to 100. Right? Okay, so this is the formula for finding the angle of intersection between two lines. Remember that all of those steps, 5 steps that are followed to derive it, because in some of the midterm exam, maybe mock exam, can be asked to show it. Show that just a few descriptions and then should be asked to show if M1 and 2 representing gradients of the two lines which intersect at a particular point, then show that the angle between two lines is given at this. Because even sometimes, because this is familiar for all the advanced mathematicians, sometimes even there's no need to explain to you that what the means of M1 and the theta. Just you can find a question, trick question that show that theta is equal to tan inverse or arctan as gradient 1 minus gradient 2 over 1 plus gradient 1 times gradient 2. Okay, so then let us go to example 4. Now it's the time for me to solve example 4, which is concept. I'll solve example 4 and then solve example 4, possibly example 6, and then I'll leave the homework for you. Find the equation. Find the equations. Find the equations of the line. Find the equations of the line with equation with equation 2x squared plus 5xy minus 12y squared. This is equal to 0. And find the angle between the line. Find angle between the line. That's the question. It's a little bit trick question. Find the equations of the line with equation 2x squared plus 5xy minus 12y squared is equal to 0. And find the angle. This is G. And find the angle between the lines. Find the angle between the lines. Find the angle between the lines. So that's the conceptual question. Okay, that's a conceptual question, very important question. That's a conceptual question. You can pause the video also and try on your rough paper, and then you click the play button to check your solution whether you are right or you're not right. Okay, so find the equations of the lines with equation 2x squared plus 5xy minus 12y squared is equal to 0, and find the angle between the lines. Okay, so solution. So first of all, the first step, factorize the given equation. So we have 2x squared plus 5xy 12y squared is equal to 0. So how do we factorize? You have to split the middle term. We have to think two factors where when we multiply a times b is equal to negative 24, and also if we take a plus b, we get 5xy. So we get 24x squared y squared possibly, and here x is 1. So I propose a to be 8xy, and b I propose to be negative 3xy. So if I add 8xy with negative 3xy, I get 5xy. If I take 8xy times negative 3xy, I get negative 24x squared y squared. So then I'm out of stress, because I know that even myself, when I met with that question for the first time, I was afraid that how can I factorize that equation? But when I've tried on the piece of paper, then I noticed that, wow, it's not a difficult question. Actually, it's a little bit tricky, but I discovered. So, mean that here we had 2x plus 5xy minus 12y squared. This is already the equation, which is question 1. Okay, so to factorize, we have twice x squared plus 8xy minus 5 minus 3xy minus 12y squared is equal to 0. So then here twice x is common, remains x plus what? Plus 4y. X plus 4y. Then this is minus what? 3y. And 3y. So then we have what? X plus 4y is equal to 0. So then this is common. So you combine 2x and forming a factor of 2x minus 3y. Then this is common, we just take 1, which is x plus 4y is equal to 0. So this is a product of two lines. Okay, so this will be equation 2. So equation 2, then we go for the second step. We say that equate factors with 0. So the first factor is 2x minus 3y is equal to 0. And this will make what? A line. This is the line, but we can keep on simplifying that. This is negative 3y is equal to negative twice x. So it means that it's negative cancel. Y is equal to 2/3 x. So this is equation 3. Then we go for another equation, which is x plus 4y is equal to 0. So you can make also y the subject. So we say that x for y is equal to 0. For y, negative x over 4 y is negative 1 over 4x. This is equation 4. So find the equations. So the response for the first, we say that the two equations are y is equal to 30x, and the other one's y is equal to negative x over 4. Then find the angle between the two lines. Interesting. Now it's simple. How do we navigate with this? So we go for the steady state. The steady state, we say that compare y is equal to mx with equation 1 and equation 3 and equation 4. So if you compare y is equal to m1x, we compare with y is equal to 230x. So m1 is equal to 230. Again, we have to compare y is equal to m2x with what? With y is equal to negative 1 over 4x. So this is m2 is equal to negative 1 over 4. Negative 1 over 4. So we are looking for what? For the angle. Do you enjoy the beauty of advanced mathematics? Please tell me in the comment section how do you enjoy the beauty of this concept, because it's powerful. Okay, so then we go for the force state. The force state, we say that we have to recall the formula of finding the angle. So theta is equal to tan inverse of what? Slope 2 minus slope 1 over 1 plus slope 1 slope 2. So theta, this is equal to tan inverse of what? Slope 2, which is what? 230. Slope 1 is negative 1 over 4. And here we have 1 plus 230 multiplied by negative 1 over 4. Then theta, this tan inverse of what? This is 12. So 12 over 8 is 4. So this is 8 plus 12. Right? 12 over 8 is 4. 4 it is 2, okay, plus, okay. So 12 over 4 it is 3. So the answer is 3. Then in denominator we have 1 plus. So this will be minus twice over 12. So theta is equal to tan inverse of what? Tan inverse of 11 over 12 of what? Here we have 12. 12 over 1 is 12 times 1 is 12 minus 1. So then we find that theta is equal to tan 12 minus 1 is 11, so it will be 11 over 12 over 11 over 12, which is equal to 1. So tan inverse of 1 is equal to what? 45. So therefore, angle between two lines is 45 degrees. At the response. Interesting. So now I believe that, because at the beginning of this topic, I know many students, they might thought that we are going to have so many stories and politics and whatever. No. So here we are very serious, and actually we are dealing with pure advanced mathematics and not otherwise else. So it's a time, that was example, it was example 2, example 3, example 4, example 5. Now let me take you to example 5, which is the homework right now. So this is example 5. You have to speed up because we are going to speed up in session 5, session 4, 5, etc. We are going to speed up. So example 5, and this is homework 3. So let me write everywhere this homework 3, so for you to remember. It has two parts, part A and part B. Find the angle between, very simple. Find the angle between these two lines, between x plus y is equal to 0, and another line which is twice x plus y is equal to 3. Then let us go to part B. Part B states that slopes of L1 and the L2 are M1 and M2 respectively. If two lines enclose the the 5, enclose the 45 degree, then prove that slope 1 is equal to -1 plus slope 2. One plus slope 2, or prove that slope 2 is equal to slope 1 minus 1, and here it is slope 1 plus 1. Okay, so that's the homework. Find the angle between x plus y is equal to 0 and 2x plus y is equal to 3. And part B, slopes of line 1 and line 2 are M1 and M2 respectively. If two lines enclose the 45 degree, then prove that slope for the first line is given as -1 plus slope 2 over slope 1 plus slope 2. Or slope 2 is equal to slope 1 minus 1, and the slope 1 plus slope slope 1 plus 1. This is the end of session 3 of distance formula and the angle between two lines. I think, first of all, I would like to give thanks to my Father who is in heaven, who have created me in his own image and likeness. And I also thank my Father who is in heaven, who have given me this great idea of teaching millions of the students by using the online platform. And I also thank God who have built a teaching industry or teaching chieftain in me, just like flying like how he built the flying in birds. I would like to invite you in the next session, which will be session 4 of coordinate geometry 1. Don't miss it. Make sure that you go through session 0, the general introductions of advanced mathematics from 5.0 to 4.60. And make sure that you go through session 1, session 2, and even this session 3 before you join me in session 4, where now I'm going to teach you as a new concept. So keep on focusing again, in case that you feel from your heart that you want to offer our Father who is in heaven your free-willing thanksgiving for this great program that coming in your house, coming anywhere else that you are in your schools, free of charge, so that you can support the running cost for this program, because we're expecting to have or to record more than 500 videos in advanced in Tanzania Online Advanced Secondary School. So don't hesitate yourself to send your free-willing thanksgivings in order to support the high running cost through this telephone number 0759745331. So it's our main objective to see that this knowledge is spreading the entire nation of Tanzania, just from the easterns, meaning that from the easterns of the Tanzania, that's from Pemba and the Pemba Island and Unguja Island to Kigoma, that western of the Tanzania, and also from the northern, which is from Mara, right, to Ruvuma, which is southerns of the Tanzania, and spreading into the center of the Tanzania, that is our headquarters of Dodoma. So this message has to bless thousands of the advanced secondary students, and it's a time right now that to understand, I'm taking the knowledge which have been hidden in the restland only for Tanzania and spreading into the entire nation, so that every student now can achieve his or her own visions in advanced mathematics and also advanced science subject without too much of hassle. So make sure that you remember to subscribe into our YouTube channel. Make sure that you read the descriptions below. Make sure that you hit the buttons of share. You share with at least 3 out of 4 students. Make sure also you remember to subscribe and also hit the buttons of the bell, so that you get notifications once we upload any new video. And also make sure that you enjoy the beauty of advanced mathematics for the rest of your life. Stay focused. May God bless you. I'm keep praying for you. I ask you to keep praying for me, and let God make us faithful and make us healthy and rescue us from any kinds of the disease, until we meet in the next session 4, when now I'll be teaching you another new concept. We are still in rectilinear concepts of the coordinate geometry 1. May God bless you. See you in the next session.